Hi everyone. I just wanted to check in at the halfway point of class and make a few notes about the rest of the way. As far as the behavior change paper goes and really the actions that you're taking, everyone seems to be doing great. I love all of the personal experience I'm hearing from you guys, as well as the information that you're receiving. How you're synthesizing that together is great. As far as your action itself, I mentioned this coming week, it's sort of a state of the behavior change. Where are you at with things? I just wanted to talk to you about the potential of changing what you're doing. I do not want you to completely stop what you were doing and start over. I do think that as this process goes, you will learn things and realize, boy, I need to also exercise as well as eat right, or vice versa. Not everyone's doing that specifically, but there should be a process going on. It's not necessarily set in stone, but I do want to see how you adjust. So this is a good point to do that. I know it's only an 8-week class, so the acceleration of it makes it hard to see long-term results, just for the 8 weeks, but the process can be accomplished. So keep that in mind. Another way to approach it, though, would be that if you are doing one very specific thing, for instance, if someone was going to stop drinking soda as their action, you could continue doing only that and see what the result of that was. It's a little more scientific that way. So either way is fine. I also want to mention that trying and failing is fine as well. Not trying will be evident in your paper and in the things you send me. So if you're not doing anything, it's time to get going. If you don't wind up doing anything and trying to make a behavior change, it will show, and your paper will suffer. Obviously, it won't necessarily bother you in the long run, but I think a lot of you guys are, from what I'm getting back from you, doing very well and progressing very well. So again, I just want you to know that failure is an option in this. And when you write your paper, if you write about that, I tried and went through the process and failed and then tried again, that's okay. Another thing to keep in mind, I want to mention a lot of the videos that I'm showing and that I see support a whole food plant-based diet. I don't want to say vegan. I'm not asking anybody or suggesting anyone necessarily to become vegan. If it's something you would consider doing for a short term to see how you felt, I don't think it's going to hurt you, but it is important to understand that what is described in the book in terms of percentages of calories and where those come from is correct. Some people were confused about the videos information and the book information. You need protein. I just don't think you need animal protein, and a lot of the sources that I'm supplying to you believe that as well. So I think it's something that you can look at closely. And I'm not saying either that you should stop completely. I think cutting back. I think most of the time you should be eating a lot of whole grains, fruits and vegetables, nuts, legumes, all the things we've mentioned that are mentioned in the book as well as in the films. It's just that I think some people were a bit confused by what seemingly contradicts itself. So look at that as you see, and as you see fit, and do what you think is right. That's, I think, the information that the book provides as well, that you need to evaluate for yourself. So hopefully you guys are doing good with all those actions as well as the information on nutrition. I want to note here at the halfway point as well that we shift gears quite a bit. The exercise and nutrition aspects of the book are complete after chapter 8. And then it's a variety of information after that. There's still a chapter on reducing your cancer risk, and that has a lot to do with nutrition, of course. But a lot of the other topics are broad from here on out, and that's a good thing. So keep in mind that paper is going to be here before you know it. You could start writing some of the behavior change paper now if you felt like that was something you wanted to start doing. If you looked ahead into the behavior change tab on Blackboard, there is a grading criteria as well as a template for writing, and you might want to start looking at that in terms of writing the paper itself instead of just the action. And that's forward thinking really, but you could be ahead of the game. You really can't write the paper. I won't accept the paper before the deadline, to be honest, maybe a day or two before, but the time is necessary to see results. So if you're turning in the paper tomorrow, you will get a very poor grade. So keep that in mind as well. You can begin writing it, look at the process of writing it on those forms under the Behavior Change Paper tab, and then maybe ask me any questions as we go so that I'm not getting a flood of questions the night before the paper is due. Thanks, and feel free to email me if you have any questions or concerns.